Hello and welcome to Joliet Background. Congratulations are in order for former Background host John Mason. John has moved on to bigger and better things, and we wish him the best of luck. I'm Randy Ness. This month we'll look back at the past year for Caterpillar and what's in store for the Joliet plant in this year to come.
Over the year, I would have to say, in spite of the challenges, the adversities, our people worked hard at being competitive.
Being competitive means cutting costs, and the people of the Joliet Caterpillar plant have been successful with that in 1984. Costs have been cut from 14 to 17%. An outstanding strategy plan is in the works for 1985, including consolidation of the plant to make it more efficient and to make Joliet a plant with a productive future.
In order that we can compete with our foreign competition and still protect the standard of living for the employees that we still employ, we've got to reduce costs by other means. That is better methods, lower sources of supply of raw material, and generally lower costs of doing business. And bringing McDonough Street over to Route 6 will give us the opportunity to modernize Route 6. As we do that, eliminate duplication, surplus machines, old machinery, and lower our costs by the use of advanced technology. There are two distinct plans. The long-term future is the strategy plan towards us becoming a highly technical, mechanized manufacturing facility, which means retraining all our people, which means purchasing new technology and systems which are ahead of our competition, not because they're nice to have, but because they bring down our costs. That's the long term. The short-term future is to survive. I feel that if we do the things in the short term that cause Joliet Caterpillar to be permanently here, we will be well placed to meet any challenge from any competition from anywhere in the world.
And meeting the challenges of the future is what Caterpillar is doing here, investing money for the Joliet plant's future. The new data processing center has grown from 1,500 square feet to 6,000. Manager Bob Hammer explains why.
What we're trying to do is support the Joliet strategy and the consolidation plan by automating those functions to better control material, reduce material cost. We're looking at improving the office functions, making people more productive, getting things designed, getting them processed, getting them implemented in a faster pace through the use of computers.
Improvements are underway in the shop as well. At the north end of Building E is the first of many new machining cells to be installed at the Joliet plant. The cells are a combination of 2 or more machine tools. Rough stock is delivered and a finished product emerges. A major advantage to machining cells is in the precious commodity they save: time.
Today in the shop, we have to go to 2 automatic lathes, and then we go to either a multiple drill and then machining centers, and we have to make setups on each one. This method of doing things fits our MAM concept. It reduces setup time to a minimum, and therefore we can get to smaller lot sizes, and we should be able to reduce our lead time and get our just-in-time delivery or get close to it with this.
With the cells, setup time is reduced from 10 hours to about 1. The first 3 cells should be in operation by mid-year and will produce bolt-on hydraulic cylinder heads. But what about purchased parts and getting them into the shop faster? This new mini Met Lab will greatly reduce the amount of handling and transportation time just by allowing finished parts to be tested in the same area they're received.
The purpose of the lab is to improve material availability to the shop. Currently, materials received in C building and inspected by receiving inspection and then by the metallurgical laboratory. Parts for the metallurgical laboratory have to be shipped from C building to B building, which takes an average of 1 day. By moving the mini lab over to C building by receiving inspection, we can eliminate 1 day of transportation time and hopefully improve the availability of the material to the shop.
Machines, processes, and transportation are all important considerations in Joliet's plan for the future, but so are the people that work here and making sure they'll have the skills needed to perform well on the job.
We recognize that just as we invest in hardware and machine tools and processes for the purposes of manufacturing, we have to invest equally, perhaps more, in the human resources, which are an equal part of getting our product out the door in a marketable and profitable manner.
That's why new training center facilities have been installed in Building B. The large shop floor portion deals with hands-on types of skills, but it's only half of what's being done. An elaborate classroom, conference room, and staff training center is under construction as well to support other skills from math to computers. The training center project promises a great deal of payback. In fact, it may be one of the best investments Caterpillar has made. That investment is in making Joliet a competitive plant with a productive future, and this new year offers a challenge to CAT and its employees.
The employees that are going to be working here towards achieving the total strategy of downsizing and modernizing have to recommit themselves. Everybody, it doesn't matter whether you're working a machine tool or whether you're behind a desk or whether you work behind a computer, a drawing board, or a supervisor or an engineer or whatever. Every one of us have got to commit ourselves to doing that bit more than we've ever done in the past. Stretch yourself a little bit thinner, because our competition is just waiting on us faltering. We've got to commit ourselves to what we call average. And average to us is 100% effort, 100% quality, and 100% commitment to cost reduction.